the secondary for some matchups, namely characters like Min Min, who can be extremely hard. This Aegis has been their go-to and has been the character that has elevated their results, a character they've clicked with, and one that definitely has plenty of strengths going forward, especially in a Diddy Kong focused matchup where Diddy Kong has a lot of tools that can be extremely good in the Aegis matchup, particularly in the combo game and edge guarding tools. But sometimes you also get blitzed by Mythra and aren't allowed to play with Banana at all. It's a very temperamental move.
Yeah. Well, right now, it seems like Mlarcin's doing pretty solid here. I mean, you guys do have quite a few Diddy Kongs up in the Tri-State area as it is. Definitely a few people have pocket Diddy Kongs. So, I mean, this matchup, I feel like, is kind of common up there. You kind of know how to fight the monkey.
And you got to know how to fight Aegis in order to make it far in any major, any bracket that you go to. Character has a pretty wide representation, and it looks like it's starting to show in the part of Haze. After a little bit of a rough start, they are playing a hard, like, I need Banana in order to approach. I'm going to play a very, very mobile force juggled matchup. Like, play around these platforms, and doing so with decent effectiveness. Just needed the second forward tilt, but neither of them landed.
As we can see right now, okay, trying to go for a little bit of something cheeky with that Banana, tossing it way up into the sky. But honestly, next big hit here should probably close something out for one of these guys. Oh, no freaking way that happened. That's got to be upsetting for Haze.
And there it was. Even your frame 5 up smash wasn't fast enough to avoid the foresight. And now we've got Pyra on deck. Just the gentleman jab comes through, and Skiff, after a rough start from Mlarcin, after a rough start for Haze, he was able to bring it back to well within spitting distance. If you're able to find this stock, whether it be off of an edge guard or a Banana conversion, or both, neither.
All right, here we go. Dashing back and forth, tries to get a Banana toss in there, but some way, somehow, Haze finding the Banana right to his hands, gets a down tilt into the forward air, closing out that stock for himself. Oh, big damage.
A double back air. Saving the jump is Mlarcin. Having to play extremely safe when it comes to Diddy on the ledge, especially with how many of these back airs Haze has been throwing out. They want to be up in your face, and it's working out thus far, but I like that photon edge.
Yeah, he was definitely looking for the forward smash there too, but just got caught up in the photon edge. So, this could be bad news. Okay, he decides to go right back to the stage. He was definitely aiming those barrels for a little bit, though.
Yeah, we were on the left side of the stage too, which, fun fact, it is easier to aim the barrels on the left side of the stage than the right, because barrels move in a clockwise direction.
Ah, makes sense.
Yeah. Ooh, the up tilt's not enough to take out the stock, though. What? Hello? Why?
Sometimes it just works. You wouldn't get it. You actually play the game seriously. Sometimes for people who make bad decisions in bracket, like myself, we do things and they work out.
I've been checkmated.
Yeah, man, listen, sometimes just going for the dumb option is the best option, because it's like whenever you're fighting against, the best player in your bracket and you feel like you play really good, but then you play against someone you consider not as good as you and you just can't perform well because you can't tell what they're doing. It's kind of one of those scenarios.
Fair enough, right? Sometimes you outthink yourself, and instead of that, you just need to let it rip. And Pyra's a pretty good character at letting it rip, all things considered. Again, saving the jump. Oh, that air dodge. Oh, no, that American air dodge was pretty gross, but it went unpunished.
Yeah. I do want to point out, I was not saying Mlarcin is a bad player. I do want to get that out there real quick.
No, I sometimes you just need to let it rip.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's the long and short of it. That's the friendly way to say it, I guess. But either way, not looking too bad, though. Building up some nice damage here. 138 right now. And there we go, the dash attack, put it right back off stage. Peanut. Take the peanut with you.
Okay, there it is. Getting that, the trap on the ledge that we've been seeing more Pyra's focus on. I think it's been more popularized by Leo whenever they have been playing Pyra, where it's just, you throw out, instead of going for these big hard commitment dares, which aren't even that hard of a commitment, but it does take more time. You instead just look for a down tilt. We get to see the block edge guard again. Very nice. You look for the down tilt, you try for the 2-frame, then buffer a jab to catch the buffered neutral getup or buffered option from your opponent who is looking to avoid the 2-frame. It's a decent trap, all things considered, and one that Haze fell right into.
Yep. I mean, we'll see how it plays out as we get to game 2 here. Both players sticking with the same character. That was a bit of a long game 1. I mean, it makes sense, though. Both players, you know, trying to feel each other out, see what the game plan's going to be. Unfortunately, I feel like it's just one of those scenarios that Diddy Kong had to start working a lot harder than, you know, Pyra and Mythra. And it's just because, you know, Mythra, she just throws out some hitboxes every once in a while, just builds up some nice damage. And then as long as Pyra gets the right hit, like, that's just a stock disappearing. Kind of like throwing out a forward smash out of nowhere.
Very, very true. It's like Mythra is one of the characters, one of the few characters that it reliably feels like can punish things like banana pull or monkey flip from just about anywhere on the stage. It forces Diddy to play this really hard bait and punish game, but when Diddy finds his punish, it can be extremely threatening.
That was actually really smart there, actually calling out the banana catch and just throwing out an arrow. Yeah, you did take a hit from the banana, but like you got a lot more out of that.
Not able to make it back. I liked that fair from Haze and confident that their edge guard was successful, and it was. And they finish it off here. Oh, the barrels ate all of that hit, clashing with the down air and beating it out outright.
Okay, there we go. The gentleman, not going to be enough there. And again, trying to get that turnaround forward tilt definitely does work out sometimes. I mean, it's a pretty fast move for how hard it hits. So I definitely get trying to go for it.
Again, a lot of these falling up airs, but against a player who jumps as much as Haze does, doing a lot of like jump nairs, jump monkey flips, back airs, just throwing out any up air can be good to go air to air with these huge disjoints that both Pyra and Mythra sport. See right there.
And actually, it was interesting there that Haze was actually trying to be careful about going for the banana toss and actually decided to just go boxing Mlarcin instead. And then as soon as they got advantage, he went for the banana toss, but then it still ended up in Mlarcin's hand, one way or another. So it's definitely interesting to see how Mlarcin's adapting their game plan and forcing Haze to be different about how they're actually going with all this.
Peppering back and forth. Great patience on the part of Mlarcin, getting a very solid punish on that air dodge and spot dodging the monkey flip too. But again, some of these big commitment dares are just taking a little bit too long to come out against Diddy Kong, when instead you can meet them in the midair with a giant back air like that and close out the stock so soon.
Yeah, this is definitely super smart. And now, I mean, you're in a good position, 125, and the banana's on the other side of the stage, so Haze being able to find a kill option is not going to be quite as reliable for that. You can just build up a nice little bit of extra credit. For a little bit.
That was such a good trap from Haze. The bounce off the shield and from the banana upward toss. Throw out the up smash. You think you're safe, but that's when banana landed right next to you on the platform, freeing up for another up smash. Still got a little bit of a ways to go, but definitely doable as long as they're able to find an opening like one of these. And we know Pyra and Mythra are extremely edge guardable.
Yep. But I mean, right now, with the way that Mlarcin's playing, he is probably going to close this out very soon. Haze is very reliant on these bananas being out the play, and he just really hasn't been able to make it work as well as Mlarcin has. He's playing with your item better than you are.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Mlarcin's banana control has been insanely good, and his swaps as well are very refined in this game. A little bit too refined. I think that's one of the best things that Lemon Tea... Uh-oh, wait a minute. Oh, still surviving. Has to Photon Edge here, though. No punish. Didn't go for it. That's a travesty. A tragedy, even, especially if he loses this game. He had it served up on a silver platter.
Uh-oh. All right, barely living here. Ooh, okay, yep. Oh, wait, you're still living? Oh, my... Whoa!
That time he went
no!
for it.
Oh, okay, that should be it, right? Oh, thank God. That was just... a scramble at the end, man. Both those players just flopping all over the place.
Man, the first one was there. The first spike was there on the first Photon Edge. He whiffed it. Mlarcin was able to reset to neutral, but a full stage banana peel turned that game back on its head and allowed Haze, after a little bit of time, to find another stock. got to freshen up on some of those photon edge guards, because if a Aegis is going for side B to recover a Mythra, then if you have any means of spike, that should be it. Still, clean stuff from Haze in order to wrap up that game, especially one that looked as dire as it did.
And we're going right back into Hollow Bastion, so we'll see how this one works out here. Right now, Mlarcin off to a decent start, getting a nice 38%.
You know, maybe this is me projecting. I don't like down throw up B from Mythra. I think you're surrendering a lot of advantage for some pretty mediocre damage when you can go for like a juggle situation instead.
I don't know. I don't know what the best options are for the character out of down throw, so I feel like you're tilting half the time. You're doing down tilt, up tilt, and then doing whatever from there. So I ain't gonna act like I know more about this character than other people.
That's fair. And it's hard to say in the moment, but certainly it is decent damage, and it is a way to start to fuel the fire for the eventual Pyra stocks. That monkey flip isn't going to do it quite yet, and there it is. Finally getting an edge guard on that side B, and it working like a charm.
There we go, getting a down air, putting on a little bit of damage. 132 now, though. Can you find a way to get the stock out of here? Because right now, man, Mlarcin, I mean, you just lost game 2, and now you're struggling here in game 3.
Great discipline on the part of Haze, by the way. Not falling for the falling up air, not jumping out of shield prematurely, and waiting out the stagger pressure, too, and they're still surviving with the stock. Yikes.
Barely whipping on their up air and getting punished with an up air from Pyra. Especially at that percentage, that high up on the stage, you're definitely losing the stock for that one.
Really solid jump discipline on the part of Mlarcin, and getting rewarded with a big side B. I mean, as much as we can make fun of Photon Edge as a recovery move being really bad, it does do 21 damage on hit. So if you can land it, you're feeling pretty good.
Here we go. All right.
Edge guard.
Waiting for the back air. Just putting him, off stage. Trying to see if he can get the angel drop, but not going to be able to get it. And we do got the full 10 edge right onto the stage here.
Ooh, great frame trap on the part of Mlarcin, able to max up and get some big damage in. Oh, no, the scramble, the banana the wrong way, but buffered the forward smash anyway.
These guys are scrambling right here. Now, Mlarcin's working out a prayer. He's trying to get this lead back in his favor one way or another. That's a stock. Get it out of here, man. The monkey flip, taking that out of commission. But, I mean, Mlarcin could definitely find a way to even this up pretty quickly, especially with Pyra on the board right now.
Yeah, pretty solid trade with the side B for banana toss and the runoff fair. Huge stuff from Mlarcin, going the extra mile, getting that extra effort to go off stage for the first time in quite a bit, and it worked out like a charm.
Oh, geez, landing right on top of that banana. Definitely not the play that Mlarcin wanted, and now you're just kind of giving a lot of good damage here from Haze.
No jump.
68%, 78 now. He let go of that shield just a little too early.
And every single one of those means you're back in neutral against Mythra, which can be so hard to deal with. But the banana, just the little toss-up, doing so well at defense for Haze, who's really minimized a ton of damage.
No, did you not see the peanut get shot?
I didn't see that, no.
Yeah, no, he tossed up the banana knowing that Mlarcin was going to go in and actually shot a peanut at him, and that's actually what stopped him from actually capitalizing on that scenario.
Clean stuff. I mean, you got to play out of the corner well, but you also got to keep track of your resources, as it looked like Haze just lost track of their jump mid-combo, perhaps. Whatever it be, they were way too low in order to make it back. The monkey flip kind of sealing their fate. Let's see if we can find it here.
Yes. Oh, no, that's not it.
Final stock. Monkey flip, sends back. Oh. No, they had their jump, pretty sure. But
yeah, I think they threw out a forward air.
Yeah.
After they jumped, actually. So I'm not sure what was happening, but it happened. But we're going to move past it now. Going into game 4 here. Mlarcin definitely going to take that game. That is no hassle for him. And are they going to Town City? What's going on here?
Oh, they're picking music.
Whatever. Losers.
Yeah, not a fan of KK, Bubblegum KK.
Mlarcin. No, I like KK. AK's good, but Bubblegum's probably one of the better songs too. I'm not a fan of the Smash version of it, but it's a good song. I like it. It's a nice little jam, a nice little tune.
Seems like Mlarcin was a fan. That's why they went back in the first place. But Town and City is a really, really great stage for both parties. I think especially for Mythra. Mythra actually has options to corner carry and to kill off of it instead of just set up for an edge guard. Meanwhile, Haze has similar ideas, especially with the utility of things like down tilt and the chaining back airs together at low percents. It just is a matter of who finds initiative first, as it has been throughout these past couple games.
Oh, there we go, just barely getting clipped by that Nair as he landed. I like this now. He's definitely, utilizing these disjoints to kind of just keep Haze at a distance and just kind of slowly rack up some damage on it. But you're in a tough spot now. Yep, there it goes. Oh, he actually got clipped on a banana on the way down too.
Yeah, it's banana combo. You usually see your banana into something, but you never see something into banana.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Yep. I mean, that's what happens when you jump too much. Eventually, you're just going to get clipped by a move like that, and you're just going to lose your stock.
It's so strong of an option, like landing up air from Pyra, not coupled with the big hitbox, the kill power, the hurtbox shifting. It's so unbelievably strong. And then catching the air dodge with the chroma dust as well. Mlarcin getting the damage when they can, trying to make up the difference here after that early game spike. They've kept things very much under control. This should just be a forward throw. Yeah, set up the ledge trap, and oh no.
Yeah, Haze, I don't know what's going on there. I think he definitely felt a lot of panic in that scenario and just kind of let it go a little bit earlier than you probably should have. But you know what? Mlarcin takes that 100%. I mean, now at 97% though, kind of try and see if you can get some good extra credit. At least 16, tried to get another forward air, but the air dodge is going to keep Haze relatively safe.
And now Haze just trying to set up for another one of those ledge traps, missing the 2-frame on a forward tilt. And it feels like they are just constantly in a state of panic. Like, I like this. Like, go with the dash back. Use the length of Town and City to try and just gain some space. It's hard to get away from Mythra, but Pyra is a character you can work around. I mean, Pyra's still no less scary though. These are big moves coming around, Skip.
Yeah. There you go. He got a little bit of peanut butter and banana going on there. Just getting squashed in between them. But this is definitely looking tough for Haze, though, at 94%, and damage is only going to keep racking up. Oh! He forward smash out to the banana. I mean, he was able to keep the advantage there, but still, that's so unfortunate.
Now you just get a chance to see what Haze can do. Banana in hand, 108 damage. No platforms to work with, but you got that instead, and a jump was used. Mlarcin saving their jump time and time again, always kind of expecting things like back air, forward air into like 2 aerials. Wasn't ready for the down air, and the down air caught the jump. And Diddy's spike, that's a spike that takes no quarter. Yeah,
that was super unfortunate. Like,
what
straight up.
Play.
The banana toss into the down air, man, that was just clean. Straight up, man.
Well, I mean, talk about analyzed win condition. Haze is like, all right, I'm down 100%. I've got all my tools. I need to make sure that this counts, and it counts right now. And he did it. So kudos to that execution in the moment. What a play.
Yeah, definitely some really good stuff here, but it looks like we might just be running it right back to Town and City. Mlarcin taking a moment to think and breathe.
Yeah, I like this as well. Like, sometimes it feels like Mlarcin in tight sets can get in his own head, can kind of let plays that go wrong for him overwhelm his mental. You've got the time between sets. You've got the time between games. Take that moment. Take that breath. You know, you've got 30 seconds or so, like, and it's a weekly, so you can have a little longer.
Well, let's see what happens here.
Yeah.
As we get into Game 5, do or die for both players on the loser's bracket. Winner moves on to losers finals. So this is going to be the last stage that we're definitely going to see between these two players here. And yeah, it's kind of been an awkward back and forth between both of them. Both of them having some great moments, and then just some weird flubs as well, where I feel like, you know, a game should have been closed out or a stock should have been closed out and just was not able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, it's hard to say who has really cemented themselves as the leader, as the dictator of this entire set. Oh no! Okay, almost avoiding the stretcher just in the nick of time, as Mlarcin is still sitting here in a solid early percent lead. But I feel like this is a situation we've seen a lot here, Skip. But Mlarcin starts strong, and then it's just unable to close out the stock early.
Let's find a way back onto the stage, though, throwing out some aerials, 124, looking for a way to close it out. Haze with a smart play, saying, I want nothing to do with that. I'm just going to jump to the other side. He's still going to get hit one way or another, but...
Oh, the jump back to... That jump was actually extremely risky, as if Haze didn't prioritize banana, that could be... We could already be looking at a dead stock, and we are the 2-frame on with that forward tilt, a surprisingly active move, and Mlarcin meets the broad side of it.
Mlarcin definitely kind of getting sauced up right now, though. A little bit unfortunate. Okay, try looking for that 2-frame once again. 34%, though, shouldn't be losing a stock like that. Oh, jeez, man. But Haze with the damage.
No jump.
Oh, this is not looking good.
Yeah, goes for the big spike instead, as Mlarcin acts on his read instead of on reaction, missing another ledge trap and missing that air dodge. With this charge and the rage, you are gone and a half. This 148% Diddy is still out here.
Yeah, I think this game might be over. You see Mlarcin reacting heavily. He's not too happy with the way that he's playing. Oh, wait, maybe. There's definitely some life here, but you got to be basically perfect on this stock.
Yeah, you cannot let Diddy overwhelm you. You got to find ways to open Diddy Kong up here. An air dodge down into a jab will set something up in the corner, and a good read on the monkey flip as well. Mlarcin's starting to put something together. Banana in hand, it's all the way over there now. Oh, I love that from Haze.
There we go, man. Good damage right there, and a monkey flip catching him right as he lands too. This is looking big, and Haze he saw victory in his eyes. He had everything just wrapped up, ready to go. He just got a little too ahead of himself.
Yeah, Mlarcin has been throwing out some smash attacks, throwing out some big haymakers, avoids the banana, but is kind of getting a little bit predictable, falling into the dash back game. But that up B reversal is certainly there, and banana in hand.
Oh, he caught the banana again after the monkey flip. Unfortunate. We definitely see Haze trying to find a way to close this out. You slip on the banana, the peanut connecting here as well. All right, definitely try to call out that roll in and the monkey flip, not being able to take the stock, but 146 just ain't looking good. The back air to close it all out, and that's going to be it, man. Mlarcin out at 4th.
And it feels like after another strong start and another big percentage lead, after an early 2-frame, Mlarcin kind of beat himself. And yes, we see a little bit of a toss on the ground. I'm not sure what he threw, but it wasn't anything super dangerous. And
definitely not too happy with how it all played out. So
yeah, and it's such a shame because like you can see the gears turning. You can see Mike like have these really strong ideas and a strong like organized way to play, but once Haze smelled blood in the water, especially once he took the first stock, it was all like, I know you're tilted, and I know if you're tilted against Diddy Kong, you're going to fall into these monkey flips. You're going to be struggling against the 50-50 that is monkey flip grab or kick. You're going to be kind of prone to Diddy's extremely strong dash back game. Dash back banana, dash back monkey flip. Even things just like dash back turnaround down tilt are all such safe pressure, and Mlarcin was just feeding right into it.
Right. Yeah, it is definitely a tough spot here, but
yeah.
I mean, either way, we're going to see Haze move on, and he's going to be taking on Lemon Tea here, so kind of a good thing.